Cyber Invasion. This is Indie Invasion.
Guys, it's Friday night.
Hey, we haven't done these in a while.
No, we have not done a hobby hangout in quite a while, so we thought we would do one because I know I got a bunch of stuff to get done. I got all kind of stuff on my table. I got my new, this came today, the new other half of the sanitarium that came today. So I got that
bombed with stuff.
I did. I totally got bombed with a whole bunch of stuff today. Yeah, so I got a lot of stuff to do, and right now my little workspace smells completely and utterly like MDF, burned MDF. The whole.
That's a good smell. That's almost better than patchouli oil incense.
I don't know what that is, but I do know that the MDF smells good. So, if you're joining us, throw something up in the comments, and we're gonna bring a few people in with us tonight. It's kind of a first come, first serve. So say hello and we will figure out whatever the best way to get the link to you is. Probably a private message over this. But anyway, throw a comment up there. I know we had a few people in there waiting. I see Alder in Discord said, I'm here, but have no idea what I'm doing. Welcome to the club. Neither do we. On a regular basis. We have no idea what we're doing, but that's okay. We don't mind.
A lot of people jumping and saying hello, guys. Welcome to Indie Invasion. And yeah, like me and Max said, it's been a while, but we're doing a paint on the desk hobby hangout.
Yeah, man.
Something
there we go. All right, so we got some people there. Let's see. Let's see who wants to come. Let's do this. Let's copy this.
Yeah, if you guys have a camera.
Let's see. Ready? Let's see if this works. Boom. I don't know if that's going to work.
Boom, boom, boom.
But that's the link if you want to join us, if you've got a camera or whatever. Oh, look at there. Clem's got his camera ready.
Oh, yeah.
Look, he's so hooked on his Car Wars, he can't even type GOT. He put GTO. He couldn't even put GOT. It came out GTO because he's so hooked.
No, I just looking at our background. Didn't we have one for these paint on the desk things?
I had a paint one, but it wasn't the one you did. It was
under here, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. But it's just
there it is.
There you go. The Army painter colors. So oh, look at there. What's happening there, Clem Cadiddle Hopper?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, sir. Look, I was going to say there's faces to go with the comments, but there are hands to go with the comments in this particular instance, and that's okay. I can see that you're working on Car Wars and Altoids. Oh, and here's Kickstand. What's happening, Tyler? How are you, sir?
What's up, sir?
What's up?
So what are you going to be working on tonight?
Good. How are y'all?
What are you going to be working on? You know, you can't hear us? Or can
okay,
you?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you now.
I can hear you.
Cool.
Somebody is echoing. This should be an interesting evening to be sure. All right, we're waiting for you, Alder. I know you're trying to figure it out. Let's see here. All right.
I'm going to turn down just in case it's me.
I don't know. That sounds like it might. Well, I don't think it would be coming from Tyler, though, because he's on headphones.
Could be Clem.
Could be Clem.
Monkey wrench.
Always. Let me see if I got some headphones here. I got my purple ones.
Yes.
I got my purple headphones. I think I got a black pair around here, too, that look much cooler. Let me try that and see if that'll clear that up. We're waiting for you, Alder.
So, yeah, I see Car Wars. I don't know what Mac's working on tonight. I have
Mac's
a pile
not
of
sure
stuff.
what he's
I'll
working on
probably only
tonight
get
either.
through 2.
I got a couple of different things. All right, let me try this. See if I can.
It might be you.
Don't be blaming me. Did that make it go away?
Yeah.
All right.
Did it go away?
Nope, it's still there.
Okay.
I still hear myself in someone's. Now I hear it even worse. Great googly moogly. All right. I think that might have got it. All right. Come on, Alder. We got coffee. Nope, I can still hear it.
All right, that's me.
It's Clem.
Dang it.
I'm gonna turn my mic off and just go ahead. I'll key in when I need something.
All right, buddy. Let's see if that's it. Ho! Welcome, Alder. Good morning.
Yeah, from the future.
From the future. Can you hear us, Alder? Yes? No? He's figuring it out. His first foray into... Look at that fancy paint stuff, man. He's making us look bad. He's working on it, I can tell. He's trying to figure it out. All right. I see he's all fancy looking. Look at this. I'm gonna go camera down, and I don't look all that fancy. I just got a big old mess. Look, he got all the fancy paints too. I better move my little craft paint.
Yeah, you need that stuff.
Get that out of the way.
Move your poster paint.
Do my poster paint. Hey, now easy. Hey, look here. When you're painting these things right here, and I got a million of them from Carnivale, it's all about that, man.
The apple barrel paint is great for terrain. Consistency wise, it's thicker, so you can get it on there nice and good coverage.
Oh yeah, it really is. I mean, it's good paint. I like it.
You don't have to worry about just slapping it on there with a paint roller because it's next to nothing. I actually found a new color I really like. This chestnut is a really cool color I just found that I like. So I've been using it on. I've been trying to spice up all of my pieces. I just had them gray and washed them and did a little bit, but I'm just trying to add a little bit more to them so they look a little bit. Pop a little bit more on the table. All right. There's my camera down, and there's everybody. Look, now all we can see is you, Tyler. So Tyler, you are now the host because you're the only one we can see.
I don't have a fancy camera that I can.
There you go. See, that works.
Up,
you
down,
just can't paint. You just have to hold it there.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Tim. Tim, we've got more spots if you want to join us. We threw a link up there in the Facebook comments if you'd like to join us. I think Alder's trying to figure out his audio. That is ever the struggle when first you dive into these things. Yeah, always the first struggle. We were pretty fortunate, though, because when we went from Zoom... Oh, I think somebody's got sound because I'm echoing again.
Oh, that's me. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Well, dang it. I don't know what that is. I thought I fixed
it on my end. Hang on.
Todd, I think if you just turn it down, it may not, your mic might not pick up the sound as much.
Yeah. So, Alder, I think you can probably hear us, maybe, just not talk yet. But nope, I still got an echo. Oh, Tim's got to work, so he's got to go to bed soon. Well, we're glad you joined us anyway. Oh, that stinks working on Saturday. That's no fun at all. I have taken supreme advantage of the past few days of holiday to get as much hobbying done as humanly possible. Can hear but can't figure out the mic yet. Okay. Well, if you want to mess around with it, go ahead. If you want to just be here with us and paint, you can do that too. You can do so. Anyway, Alder, what I was saying was, you posted the new Twisted models, the Free Colonies and the Cleo de Havilland, and I actually already knew about them because Peter sends me stuff, you know. So I actually already knew about them, but I didn't know that they were going up for sale. So I super appreciated you letting me know that. So I went ahead and ordered both of them. Well, I had just recently, on my birthday, actually, ordered the Sewer Golem and Donna because I really wanted the Sewer Golem bad because I play the Dickensians. So I ordered them. And when I posted that I had purchased the new ones, Peter messages me and says, "Oh, he already put them in my package." So he refunded me because he had already put them in there for me. So that was pretty cool.
Here we go. We got another guest jumping in here, Mac.
Sweet, Adam. Oh, I'm touching paint and stuff. Hello.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Good, you?
Fantastic. What you working on tonight?
Some Fubarnis.
Ah, the mighty Fubarni. What? Which faction?
I'm finishing Empire. Just a regular Empire.
The Empire.
Did I fix the echo?
I don't know. Let me talk for a minute.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Yay! Yay for technical expertise.
Yay. Now we just got to get Alder to figure out his microphone issue, and we will be solid gold. Solid gold.
Solid as a rock.
Solid.
Well, speaking of Twisted, I'm working on Indiana Jones.
Oh, Twisted.
That's a nice model. I'm kind of afraid to dive into that one with the whip.
Yeah.
Well, do you have the resin one or the metal one, Tyler?
Metal.
Yeah, I've got the metal one too, and I just went ahead and where her whip curls around, I put one little tiny dab of glue right there and glued the whip to the base.
Oh, okay.
That way it wasn't as floppy around. But if anything happens to it, I'm just gonna get a paper clip and replace it with a paper clip, bend the paper clip, because I did that. My
sewing thread works really well with super glue on it too.
Oh, really? I've never tried that. I might just have to try that just to get super glue all over my fingers, because that's inevitably what will happen.
That's how it works.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's no fun unless you do it. So did everybody have a good Thanksgiving that is in the United States and celebrated Thanksgiving? I forget how international we are, you know. Hello?
Hello.
Is that you, Alder?
It is. Finally.
Hello. Hey.
Yeah.
Changed to a different mic and headset and everything.
You sound good.
How's the future?
Future is hot.
So I say, does the future look bright?
It
Well,
does.
I gotta wear
does.
shades.
I say I had to do the setup.
We're getting to about 38 or so today. What's that? About 100 in your
12
temperatures?
million.
Woo!
12
It's
million.
only spring though, so we're still warming up.
Yeah, Mac anyway.
Yeah. It's downright frigid here. You know, it was like 65 today.
Oh,
Yeah, it got down in the 50s today.
Yeah, man, had to break out the winter coat and the galoshes, snow shovels. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee as well. Finally have to have coffee with you.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, absolutely, man. I got mine too, right here.
And I was hoping, because I've got an Indie Invasion mug on its way. I was hoping it'd be here for today, but no.
Oh,
Still in
nice.
post.
Yes, my Twisted order just departed Australia today.
Probably passed ways.
Yeah, they may have.
Cool. Yeah.
So I imagine you'll be getting your new models fairly quickly.
Well, hopefully by the end of the week.
Oh, mine won't be here by then.
It's the other side of the country, so there is some delays with
Yeah, that's a
shipping
pretty
and everything.
big. That's a pretty big country. So,
Yeah.
actually, I might have mine by the end of next week too, because, like I said, mine just left today. So maybe if I'm lucky.
Yep.
I'm super lucky.
Yes.
Yeah,
Love those
international
models.
shipping. What a wonderful idea.
Heck yeah. You get all the good stuff.
Oh, it's just so bad right now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. All of my favorite games come from overseas. So, what are you going to do? You just buy them anyway.
Mine used to come from Phoenix once upon a time.
Yes, mine did too. Wild West Exodus.
We won't talk about that anymore. Boy, 3rd edition. Boy, I tell you.
Well, what? Well, talk to me, Goose. What do you mean 3rd edition? Boy, I tell you.
Yeah. Well, I haven't got my book yet, so I'm holding off on judgment.
Oh, okay. Eric said he liked his pretty well, right, Eric?
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
There's kind of there's like clarifications and cleanup, kind of simplification of like.
Well, they're killing models, which really annoys me.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What models are they killing?
Well, every big model except for the crab is just an ironhide now. So really? All right. Well, that means they'll just stay in the case, which they've done for a year anyway, so it's no shock.
Wow. Well,
Mac, I got it ready. I got it ready for you.
What do you? Oh, the bell.
Yeah.
The dinger.
Oh, you already missed it, man. I was already talking to Alder about all the 2 new models, Cleo de Havilland and the new Free Colonies.
The human torpedo.
That's right. That was the one from the contest too. The human torpedo was.
Yep. Sweet.
I am super excited. I don't even play the Scions. I mean, I have them all because I have issues.
Because reasons, yeah.
Because reasons. But that one, I really like that model. I might throw them on the table and try using them.
Yep. Well, after this order arrives, I will also have all the Scions, and I haven't built a single one yet.
Oh no! Well, you'll have to when Cleo arrives.
Yes.
I've painted probably 3 times as many miniatures for Twisted than Twisted actually has. Because I can't help it. It's just like the world building part of it. Of course, everybody probably knows that, since when Eric and I talk about it, all we talk about is the narrative aspect of the game.
Has come up once or twice.
Once or twice. Well, Todd, I gotta say, I hope that you're not disappointed in 3rd edition, because I know you love Wild West Exodus. But
I haven't played in a year or more. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's kind of. I think it was. It's an awesome game. I still have all the models, and I still have hope. But just before the bug hit, I had my community fizzled, like they're wont to do, unless you're that other company game.
Yeah.
New shiny.
Yeah, all the time. And needless to and then the bug hit, and it was just impossible to rekindle that. So I'd have to start afresh, and I have driving to do in the meantime.
Well,
I'm kind of right in the same boat, Todd.
Well, see,
yeah. You're trying to catch up with me, and you're painting. Not going to happen, buddy. I'm not going to let you win.
You guys can just come down here. We can play some 1st edition Wild West Exodus. I still got all my cards.
I got it. Yeah, I got them all nicely in a binder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got 2 hard copy rule books. Yes, sir.
I am going to opt not to say anything in regards to how many Wild West Exodus rulebooks I have.
Because reasons.
Yes, some reasons.
He's got to have one in every bathroom.
I do, man. I'm a rule book junkie. I love rule books. I love reading them. I love looking at them. I love the stories in them.
God, that's gaudy. I hate that. I might have to redo that. I'm sorry.
Wait. You got to show us. This is like a group consensus, I think. What do you got? That's perfect. What are you talking about?
Yeah, looks good.
All right.
You just got to accent it somewhere else.
Oh yeah, there's still much metal to do on that one. All kinds. Next. Like that looks like a cigar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does anybody else lick their paintbrush, or am I just the sicko?
Oh,
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah. That's why my
No.
camera is set up the way it is, so y'all don't have to watch me licking my paintbrush.
I've tried
When it
not to.
When it does this for an extended period of time, that's what I just did.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this brush has had it. Oh, well.
Although, to be fair, was that you, Elton, that said you lick your brush?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a dangerous habit because I also sculpt
Mm.
and I have a tendency to lick my sculpting tools.
Ouch.
But, those are a lot less health friendly.
I gotcha. Well, I think it's safe to say that you're the best painter currently on here. So if you lick your brush, I'm licking my brush. Because we've seen your stuff in the group. So I'm going to go ahead and say you got that one hands down. So
You think if you lick the brush, you might be able to absorb some of
that's what I'm thinking. If the good painters lick their brush, I should probably lick my brush too. I need everything I can to give me a leg up. So
So I think during the indie shorts, we should do this in the Discord channel. While
I
y'all
think
are blathering on in the main channel, we can talk about you.
I think that's a great idea. You should most definitely talk about us.
We already do.
I mean, you should make it a focused effort.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. Being at work.
That's true.
That's 3 times I've heard that nasty 4-letter word.
Yep.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's Friday morning for Alder when we go on. So in the future.
What a way to end the work week. Us two yahoos.
Yeah, right?
The highlight of the week.
You have low standards, Alder.
And fails to achieve them.
That's okay. I don't even remember how all of this happened for Eric and I. We were just like, hey, we should do something. What do you want to do? I don't know. Let's go run our mouths about independent games. Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
Well, some of it was we were on here already as just as much already, just blabbering about the same stuff.
That's true, especially once COVID hit.
Yeah.
All of our regular crew, we were getting together twice a week.
Yeah.
When everybody was in the big full lockdown.
That's how we kind of stayed sane.
Yeah. Well, I homeschool my children. So, I mean, when y'all went into quarantine, I didn't realize that my lifestyle was called quarantine because nothing changed for me. So I was like, okay, well, welcome to my world, people. Everybody going, my kids are driving me crazy. Like, mine been doing that to me forever.
See,
my kids already dropped me off there.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I got jealous because I never went into quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we
neither.
didn't have much here in Texas either.
Yeah, my wife didn't either. I mean, we went in. There was places here that went into quarantine, but it was like it didn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Because people still needed their Amazon packages, so I had to still go to work.
Right. That's right. We are glad that you did because that way now that's why I have so many more models to paint.
You just blame me?
Yep. Every time too many packages show up, I'm like, dang it, Eric. Golly.
My son is a postal employee too. All right. He loves it.
Okay, so I got some models today.
Some?
I'll elaborate in a minute. Okay, hang on. So I got one of them right here. This this Hulk right here, right?
Okay.
He's not. This one's not going to be Hulk because I got 2 of them, so this one's not going to be Hulk. But this thing weighs like 4.5 pounds for
That's
real. It's
a solid metal, huh?
Yeah, it's the Night Models one. Well, Night Models are okay. I don't know if anybody has any of them. They're not the greatest sculpts in the world. They're not the worst sculpts.
Are they the guys from Europe that did the DC game too?
Yes.
Batman
Yes.
game? Okay.
Yes. Originally, they had the rights to Marvel as well. So
Right.
they had the whole Marvel line as well, but it's been defunct for a while. And I found this lot on eBay. It was 24 blister packs for $50.
Wow.
Some of the blister packs, like the one, the Avengers one, it comes with 4 models in it, and it's $69 by itself.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I should probably get that. And I did.
Wow, that's a great deal.
It was a great deal. At first, I was like, there's got to be something fishy about this. That can't be right. There can't be 24 of them. But sure enough, they showed up, and I was like, wow.
They must have been clearing house from maybe a store or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
That's kind of shady too. I wonder if those were legitimately acquired, or they left
that's
somebody's
possible.
possession unauthorized.
That is possible too. Thanks a lot. Now I'm going to feel guilty about them.
Paint them up. Nobody don't recognize them.
Well, if you're gonna feel that guilty, man, I know 2 of them you can send me.
Right. I already got those 2 I put them together for you too.
Okay.
As long as you file off the serial numbers, nobody will know.
That's right.
Yeah, speaking of Marvel, that's what I'm working on right now.
Are you working on Crisis Protocol?
Yeah, I finally put those Etsy models I got together and primed them. And then I finished my last X-Men booster one I had. So I'm painting, where's the camera? I'm painting my Jean Greys.
Oh, nice. I need to get my son's Crisis Protocol ones over here because I just want to see how these. Oh, somebody's using an airbrush. Is that an airbrush?
Oh no, sorry.
Oh no, that's okay.
That's just the paint mixer.
Oh yeah, I got one of those too.
Nice little thing. Hang on, I'll just turn the mic off when I use it.
Oh no, you don't have to. You don't have to.
He got excited. He wanted to see some airbrushing.
I did because I can't do it. That's okay.
Get on Etsy, Eric. Get yourself some Car Wars drivers so you can run around.
So I can run over people.
Well, that's half the fun.
I ain't getting out of the car.
So, all right, since we got so many people that can chat about this, what's everybody's favorite brand of paint? What are you using? I know Elton probably uses everything because he's a really good painter, so he probably uses everything. So,
on my desk right now, I have probably 6 or 7 kinds.
Yep. See,
but most of those are because no local stores carry P3 anymore.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
But that's what I like the most.
Oh, P3?
I got a load of P3. I like them.
I like P3.
P3, I got Army Painters, Citadels, Secret Weapon. Yeah, Vallejo.
Vallejo, I got Vallejo out.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty Vallejo and Reaper are what I've got. And I only went to Reaper because that's what my favorite local game store. Night Watch Games, plug intended.
Oh, look at there. Getting one in there.
Yeah. I tell you guys come visit. You'll go there. You'll sell your house. You'll move to San Antonio just for that game store. I swear.
Negative. I live at the beach, dude. I am not moving to San Antonio.
We have a beach.
It's too far away.
Yes, sir.
It is too far away. I love these, and I don't know. It's probably, for you guys not in the States, probably the shipping would kill you. But this Pro Acryl paint, man, I love this paint. It is so good. And the cost, it's I can't remember how many more ounces it is than Citadel, but it's significantly more. Comes with a agitator already in it. Oh, hey, Mike's out there. Mike, you can jump in if you got a camera and a microphone, man. The link is in the Facebook comments.
Let's see. Citadel is about 18.
All right, these are 22.
Yeah.
And they're cheaper than Citadel.
How's the pigment?
It is phenomenal. The first time I cracked open the yellow, I was stunned because it covered the first time.
That's the key.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I like
this yellow covered.
The other key feature I like is that when it dries kind of matte.
Yeah, it's just a really good paint. One of our friends who's another one of those good painter people. I don't know how he found. Oh, I know how he found it. It was two company. Well, it was one company doing two things, and they're still the same company, but they split the divisions up because one of them is Creature Caster, and they make these really large monster miniatures. You know, they make like Cthulhu stuff and big night hags, stuff like that are really, really, really large, like 75 millimeter. And then they also did paint, and he had painted up a couple of those big guys and picked up some of the paint. So I tried it. I like it.
All right, let's see if I can get in there.
So what was everybody's first introductory into the nerd hobby that is what we're doing?
Oops.
Now, are you talking miniatures or just anything?
Anything that pulled you into away from the Pop-O-Matic into real games.
Redbox D&D for me.
Does anybody remember Heritage Miniatures out of Texas?
Heritage Miniatures. I can't say that I do.
They used to do. A lot of the guys are now at Reaper, and they did a game called Dungeon Dwellers.
I remember that name.
Yeah, that was Heritage Miniatures, and then they became Heritage USA. That was my first. Besides playing Chainmail with some buddies.
Chainmail.
Well, the historical guys were playing that, and
right.
I hung out at a train store, and those guys came in there, and so I played a little Chainmail, and then D&D took off.
Nice. What about the rest of you fellers?
For me, it was. Oh, go ahead.
Go on.
It's going to be an Australian versus Canadian. Go on off.
You go.
Okay. It was. There was a line of read your own adventure books, and one of the series had an RPG also in the same format. Okay. And from there, I went to D&D, HeroQuest, Warhammer, and so on.
I used to love those choose your own adventures when I was a kid, man. I would devour those.
Yeah, and Tunnels and Trolls put out some really good solo adventures for their game too back in the day.
Okay, Alder, your turn.
Originally, second ed Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl.
Just down in a model shop, and they had some of the blisters there. Saw the models and went, wow. And then that led into first Ed 40K or Road Trader as it was back then, and down the dark path that led.
You're dating yourself when you say Rogue Trader.
Yeah. Well, when you were talking about kids earlier, I want to mention that my kids, one of them moved out 2 weeks ago, bought her own house, and
mine go from 27 to 8. So
okay. Well, I got 2, 22 and 19. So.
So you're close. They're almost out.
Yes. Freedom.
You'll have cupboards always full.
Yep. You'll walk by the sink and be like, "Wow, there's 2 dishes in the sink."
Yeah,
Just
and it's
2.
still clean.
Yeah. And I've been home all day. Yes, I have a lot of children, so
No strange noises, no strange smells to deal with. Yeah.
Smells. I can relate
yeah.
to that.
Teenage boys.
I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a little bit scary. I'm trying to remember. It was a few weeks ago. My kids, I can't remember where they went, but none of them were home, and I was in the house for like 9 hours by myself. And I'm just walking around the house thinking to myself, this is kind of scary. I'm kind of scared because my house hasn't been like that. I can't even remember. So it was kind of weird. Kind of weird. All right. Who else did we have? Okay. Mike said Redbox D&D. So who do we have left? Just Tyler.
Me. I'll be honest.
That's right. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Whoever. Go ahead.
I don't know if Tyler has his headphones on.
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
I'll be honest. I don't recall exactly. I just know that it was. I mean, I started gaming with the group here in Waycross.
Okay. So that's not that long ago then.
I mean, really and truly, yeah. I mean, probably 7 years ago, maybe.
Wow.
So, but I mean, I played like Risk before, and of course Monopoly. But
the hated game, that and Candyland.
Everybody hates, for some reason. No, when I first met Mike, he was like, "Are you in the game?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I play video games all the time."
Yeah.
He was like, "No.
Real games."
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah." So
he said, "Come with me, my young Padawan. I will teach you the ways."
Pretty much.
Take you to the dark side.
That's right. It's definitely the dark side. No doubt about it.
What do you mean? It's the best game.
It is. That is no lie.
You've mentioned Candyland once in a while on the show. Have you tried Run for Your Life, Candyman?
I have not.
It's a board game where you play with a cookie. And
okay.
As you go forward and your character gets damaged, you eat the cookie and break off legs and stuff like that. With the gingerbread man.
All right, I might try that one. I wouldn't be able to play it with my kids though, because my kids would just be like,
they just would eat the cookie.
Eat the cookie.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this cookie.
There you go, Mac, just for you, full screen.
Oh man, I thought we were friends too. I did. Man, do me like that. I'll tell you what though, I don't like Candyland because because of what it is. It's so dull. Kids love it. But it is why my kids have all of these really great Playco board games. And there's so many really good kid board games out there. And I will find them to prevent myself from playing Candyland. The latest one we got is Trash Panda. That one's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the game company, Haba, makes a lot of good. Their focus is on children's like educational type of games,
mm-hmm.
and they have a lot of good ones. I think that your kids would like.
They like a lot of the dice games too. We play Chupacabra a lot. That's a fun game. Zombie dice.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you know what I found, and I don't know if any of you guys have ever played this. I did hear some historicals mentioned, but a game that I really like is Wings of Glory. And,
that's a great game.
And it is really good for kids. My 8-year-old loves it, and he started playing it when he was 6. When he started playing at 6, we just planned one move at a time instead of 3 in a sequence, and he loves that game. He absolutely loves it, and it's a great game. I love it.
I've got it. Back when Fantasy Flight was licensing it, it was before Wings of the other one. I have, and it's still compatible, the same game.
Yeah,
I got a whole bunch of that. That's good barroom fun when you're waiting around.
Oh yeah,
for the group to show up. Yeah, Wings of Glory. Yeah.
Wings of War. Yep,
Wings of War. Yeah, I didn't like the World War II version. It was too fast.
Yeah, I didn't like that one either. I much prefer the World War I. I do wish that they had more planes. They seem to really struggle getting planes out. I used to, my soon-to-be 17-year-old, who's sitting behind me and hiding because he doesn't want to walk on the camera. When
but he'll
we
do a TikTok video, right?
Nope, he won't.
Okay, good. All right, good.
And
actually, the one video he's in with me on here where we did the Pokemon stuff just for fun, I had to twist his arm to get him to do that. But
Twisted.
He had fun. He twisted. But he had fun doing it. But when he and I used to play when he was younger, we would, since all the pilots are actual historical fighter pilots and they're all aces, he would look them up, and we would make it school because he was homeschooled. So we would make it a history lesson and look up the pilot and get all the details on him and everything. So it was fun.
Oh, way to sneak in the learning.
Yeah, you like that? That's the bad thing.
That's like putting cauliflower in your potatoes. That's not fair.
Right. That's the bad thing about being homeschooled. No matter where you are, you're learning. It's like, Dad, we're on summer vacation. I don't care.
It's a teaching moment.
That's right. It's always a teaching moment.
Good dad.
But, sometimes school days would be, we're right down the road from the Mighty 8th Air Force Museum, and my grandfather was in the Mighty 8th Air Force. So one day we just jumped on the motorcycle, and that was school. We went down to the Mighty 8th Air Force, hung out, had lunch, and that was school.
Nice.
Your other son almost ended up on tonight's stream. That was funny.
My 8-year-old was supposed to be in bed, and he came down to ask me a question, not knowing that I had my hand on the mouse. I was getting ready to go live. That's why we were a few seconds late. And he comes walking up behind me in his underwear. I'm like, dude. And he dove underneath the table. Oh, good times. I will say one thing about the like the Zooms and the StreamYards and everything that I don't like about it is that how cool would it be like if all of us could get together and play a game, How cool would that be? And since we're, so international, it's
yeah.
Although Alder did say we could all come to Australia, and I want to go to Australia.
There you go.
I had orders to Australia right before I got out.
Oh man, that's
nowhere.
Uncle Sam sent me everywhere but Australia and the South Pole.
Well, they were out.
Come up here. Just come up here.
I had orders to Woomera, Australia.
Yeah.
Do you know where that is, Alder?
Middle of nowhere.
Yes.
That's a big listening station. What'd you do in the service?
I was a heating and air conditioning mechanic. So there's out at Woomera, it's the 5th Space Warning Squadron. And there's one building to take care of.
And it would only been aircon. It wouldn't have been heating.
Yeah. I'd gotten rusty on my heat work being out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my only place I could get stationed to. I was communications. If I went there, that was my only shot.
Yep. No, strangely enough, I never did, even though I was in the Air Force, I never did anything with airplanes until I got out of the service. And then I went and worked in the F-18 Hornet program with the Navy and the Marine Corps. All right. This guy's going to be cool. I like it. All right, so Tyler, how much Twisted did you buy that you haven't even played it yet?
Oh,
I was ready this time.
Yes, you were.
Let's see.
Oh, he cleared his throat. That can't be
Yeah, I got like four or five of the boxes. That come with like the factions, I guess.
good. Oh, you got everything.
And then I got 20 or so of the individual blister packs or whatever.
Yeah, so
But
you
I
just
was
went one of everything.
just about. I went like all in, and then like that was right when the pandemic had hit though too. So it was like I haven't been able to play it. So
So what you're really saying is you're in the right place.
I guess.
So does anybody's spouses play?
A little bit.
Nope.
A little bit.
Because I got lucky. It's a lockdown. My wife plays them all too. So we didn't. So, oh well.
Yeah, my son used to be my gaming partner, and then he, became a teenager and found better things to do than play games with Dad.
About an hour game is good. Anything more than that, then no.
Mine is willing but not really interested.
Yeah, Mary's kind of like, I can get her to play board games, but it's got to be more of the like easy entry board games.
Yeah.
Dice Thrones and such.
Yeah.
My wife's a huge Dice Thrones fan.
She likes Sagrada and, kind of the puzzle type games.
Mike said that his wife she used to play 40K with him. She was a Space Wolf. Space Wolf.
My wife was a huge Eldar fan. She changed her ringtone on her phone to the Banshee scream and everything.
That's good. That's good stuff right there.
I had an Eldar army in the closet. Don't tell nobody I was a closet Eldar guy. Aren't they all, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And I brought it out for her when we first started dating. And I brought it out for her. And I said, "Do you want this army?" Eee! So that was the end of that. I no longer had an Eldar army.
Had to get a refill on my coffee, Alder.
Good to hear.
Yeah, he's got it like a couple steps away.
Heck yeah, man. Dude, I will be the first one to admit that my wife has got me spoiled rotten when it comes to my gaming. She calls herself my enabler.
Oh.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I never understood because I know a lot of gamer guys that their wives roll their eyes when they talk about their hobby.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Why would you put up with that? Well, not put up with it. Let me rephrase that. Why would you choose that woman that hates a big part of what you do?
Yeah.
Like actively loathes it and tries to give it away when you're not looking. I don't understand that kind of stress in your house. Why would you do that?
I don't understand it either.
Yeah.
I am very fortunate. When we were looking to buy a house, my wife was like, "We got to make sure there's a space for your gaming stuff." I said, "Oh, okay. I'm down with that. I'm good with that."
Did she realize how much gaming stuff you had?
Oh no, she knew
how big a space that would need.
She knew. She knew.
My wife let me take the couch out of the living room and turn the whole middle of our house as the gaming space.
Oh yeah, my whole basement is mine.
Yeah. We have a kitchen, a game room, a movie room, and our bedroom. That's it. No guest room that nobody ever goes in. No, none of that stuff. God bless her.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think most of us are probably pretty lucky. You know, I mean, it could be drugs, right?
That's what I kept telling my first wife. I said I could be out drinking with, you know, and getting a DUI and losing stripes like all the other people.
Yeah.
It's just plastic crack.
That's right. It's just plastic crack. It might even be more addicting. I'm not entirely sure.
Well,
yes,
at least
it is.
We can always sell it. I mean, we're never going to get what we put into it. But it's like, you know what? I'm done with this. Let me go. Maybe someone else will enjoy it. You can't do that with booze.
That's true. Actually, I just sold some stuff yesterday.
Beer.
Anybody have trouble selling painted stuff that you paint? Not for like you painted it and then you sell it. Not like, hey, somebody asked you to paint, but like you paint it and then you decide to get rid of it. I can't do it.
I sold my Night Lord's army, and that one kind of broke my heart, but I was done with 40K. It wasn't so much the army itself that broke my heart. It was the fact that I had painted lightning bolts on every single model, and I had 8,000 points of Night Lords. So
did you freehand them?
Yes. So that was the real heartbreak on that. But I just sold some pulp miniatures because I love a lot of the pulp games. Pulp Alley in particular, but there's nobody here to play with, so I just wanted to try to get them to somebody that might actually be able to use them.
Are y'all familiar with Uncle
Adam?
He does tabletop.
Uncle Adam.
Does tabletop minions. Uncle Al? Is it Uncle Al?
Uncle Adam.
No. Uncle Adam. That's him. Yeah. Sorry, Uncle Al's the Car Wars guy. Anyway, he did a really good spiel about don't be that hoarder guy. Go in your closet, get rid of all those models you're never going to paint, give them a good home.
Don't you tell me what to do.
I know. I tried to do that and I just couldn't do it. I said, "Well, I got to
tell me what to do. You get out of my closet."
Yeah.
You just asked.
He had a good point though. Those poor models, they're not doing anything. It's like toys you never play with. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Just tell me to sell my kids.
Well, see, that's why I create my own stuff. Almost every scenario I play in Twisted has at least
Ding!
Thank you. I was waiting for it.
There.
Thank you. Has at least 5 or 6 models from other games. So at this point, I mostly just look for models that will fit in Twisted or the Drowned Earth. If they won't fit in one of those 2 games, I don't buy them.
Or Rumble Slam.
Well, I kind of have everything for Rumble Slam already. But I don't have anybody to play with. So, and
that's a big problem.
It is. So Twisted is going to have the solo rules coming. Thank you. And I may or may not have had something to do with that. So I kind of already know how some of it's going to work. And I don't really care if I know how it's going to work. I just do stuff anyway. I just put it on the table and start making it up just so I can play a game.
Well, that's what most of us do as kids, you know, that imagination you have as a kid. You play with your Star Wars figures and G.I. Joes, and you just
blasphemy.
Make something up.
That's the way you do it. That's how you do it. That's the best way to do it.
And then He-Man shows up from Venice Beach, you know.
That's right, from Venice.
Whoops them all.
I thought it'd be Hulk Hogan that did that.
Yeah. Occasionally, you know.
And then the Thundercats.
Gunamania.
Yeah.
Sad thing is I have action figures of all of these things we just mentioned somewhere. About 2 feet from me.
Categorized with labels on them from a label maker. I can see it.
That's right. Oh, wait, I better shut up because all of my scatter terrain has label maker labels on it in their bins. That way I can just grab them and go. Because I don't know how many of y'all have seen my tables, but I like to put a lot of stuff on them. So I got a lot of scatter terrain.
That one table you did with the glass swamp table for
first edition,
man.
Yep, I still have that. I got that idea from. I'll see if I can find a picture of that again, or I'll just set it up again and share it for you guys that haven't seen it. So I was on a. It was some historical website. It was a really small naval game. You know, it wasn't anything big or mainstream. And someone had done that. They took a piece of shower plexiglass, rippled shower plexiglass, cut it down to size, and then elevated it about 2 inches off the table with the water mat underneath it. And it was just, the effect is phenomenal. It looks just like water. And then so what I did is I was playing Deep Wars at the time and Wild West Exodus. So I would set up, I had all kinds of underwater stuff. Was that a ding for you?
Yeah, that does deserve a ding. I'm giving it 2 dings.
It just, I was stunned. I was like, man, this is the coolest board ever. And so what I ended up doing was the game we played on it, instead of elevating it 3 inches, I cut some 4x4s and I elevated it about maybe about a foot so that you could play, because in Deep Wars, there's stuff that swims. That's part of the appeal of the game. So you could play under the table, under the water, and on top of it. So it was a really fun game.
Your Bayou table with that on there, though, was just breathtaking.
Yes, that was pretty good, too. I like that one.
Did you have that at Adepticon, Mac? Because I think I know where okay. I was going to say,
no,
I
didn't.
Took pictures from that year.
Yeah, it was in the Dark Council. But at this point, it would be way back there.
Yeah, it'd be super buried now.
Yeah. It'd take you a month of Sundays just to scroll all the way back.
Actually, if you searched for your name, it would pull up.
I don't know if it'll show up because I deleted my Facebook.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And I've only got like 20 friends right now for Coastal Con, and it's just for the convention. It's not for anything else.
Speaking of that, when's that happening? Is that happening?
It is not as of right now because I cannot absorb the cost again. I fronted the money for it the first year. The second year was no big deal because we did it at my church, but the footprint was just, it was fine. We had a good time and everything, but it was just too small. And it's upwards of $3,000 out of my pocket
that's just to reserve the room.
Yeah. So it's really expensive. And last year I didn't really I made a little bit of money last year. I made about $400 last year, but the first year I made $5. $5, yes. Which is good. That's good though, because that was, I got all my money back.
That's growth, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I'm a little disappointed that I can't do it this year, but the plan is to maybe hold some. We're going to talk to Warlord and some other people and see about hosting some tournaments and doing some fundraisers to generate the money for next time, so that I don't have to put all the capital up front.
Sure. Yep. Indiegogo it or whatever. I would have bought tickets.
Well, you can still come.
Yeah, there just won't be a convention, so they'll be standing outside the convention center with a box of toys. Who wants to play?
We're gonna be all Max Basement.
That's right. That's right.
Wait, is that the new game store, Max Basement?
Yeah, man. Right here. Look. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you. I got all that space. And there's space back in the corners you can't even see. And I got tables everywhere.
If we get desperate, we're knocking that room down or that wall down and going into your garage.
Roll into the garage. Come on. It'd be a little chilly out there, but
Chilly.
Well, I mean, you'll be fine.
Eric will
I'll
be
be
right.
fine. Yeah, I'll be fine.
The rest of us beach dwellers and warm weather people, we might not survive.
I'll tell you what I tell my wife. Put a sweater on.
Negative. Look here, it's going to be 30 here tonight.
What?
That's right. And I still got my flip-flops and shorts on.
I don't believe that. 30?
I had to cover my wife's plants and everything.
When I was there in February, would it get down to like 46?
It got cold the last night when we were loading up. But we had a couple real nice days when you guys were here last time.
Yeah, that last day, it was really nice. And we couldn't help but think, okay, we're flying back into Chicago into snow.
Well, you didn't have to. You could have stayed.
Yeah, there's the fun. Get Eric to move. Fun.
That's what I'm saying. We're trying to get the podcast mansion.
Talking about that just yesterday with the wife.
The podcast mansion or just moving?
Just moving. She asked me, when we moving?
And you grumped, right?
Well, no. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do, but what are you going to do, sugar mama?
Well, then that sounds to me like you ain't got to worry about it. If she's ready to move and she's the sugar mama, you need to just move.
Mm-hmm.
Mike says I can open a store and call it the middle of nowhere gaming. The funny thing is I'm not in the middle of nowhere. That's the funny thing about it is I'm in a resort town. I mean, when I say that I live at the beach, I literally live on an island.
You got a lot of military presence there too.
Oh yeah, and military's big time gamers, but there's no central location. I mean, there's nowhere. And that does make it hard to connect. And whether you love Games Workshop or not, their presence in a store, it's gonna draw people. And most of them are not gonna play anything except 40K, but some of them are.
There we go.
So you tap into that group of
free
people.
market, free marketing.
Yeah, and to be able to do that, but we just don't. We had a couple. Well, we talked about it last week. Failed attempt at a store here, but
was that Lara Croft from Tomb Raider?
No, that was X23 for. It was a resin I got off of Etsy. So I am actually, if I use her in Marvel Crisis Protocol, let me see if I get the. I'm just going to use her dad's stats. Except I'll tell you what, I'm never buying a resin that has claws like hers again.
Oh, yeah.
Because I broke 2 of her claws off. I fixed one, but I couldn't find the other one. And so, yeah.
I need a bigger desk. I'm running out of room here.
Daddy and daughter.
It's stuff everywhere.
Yeah, it was a couple months ago. I got a omnibus collection of one of her series, and I fell in love with the character. Let's see. Yeah, and one of the other ones I got was from the What If series. So I got a Sergeant Carter instead of Captain America.
It's because you're just a hater.
Yeah, well, I like Captain America and Steve Rogers and stuff, but just kind of burnt out on them all.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Hawkeye series yet?
I watched the first episode last night, so I'm just into the. I think there was 2 on there.
Yeah,
Found
I just thought the Captain America
looks
and the
good.
singing in the
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
that was
That looks
hilarious.
good, Tyler.
I'm terrible with lighting, so I'll have to snap a picture.
Did you finish her?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm gonna call her done. Other than the base of the rim,
Cool.
part of it broke, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fix that.
Okay. Green and yellow.
With so many Twisted fans here, what's required to play? I've been looking at it, and the only reason I've not dumped into it is nobody else here is interested. But
Yeah.
I'll probably still get some, but I don't want to go too much in or not enough.
Well, so the starter box has the rule book and all the necessary cards. It's not a real card heavy game, but it does have the Eye of the Engine deck, which is kind of one of the really cool random elements of the game that kind of makes the game what it is.
Mhm.
But it comes with all the tokens and everything as well. But if you go to here, I'm gonna put this up real quick for you.
Yeah, share it.
I'm going to.
So I do like the starters, but some of the other kits I like better visually.
Yes.
So that's why
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can.
Buy the models you like, paint them, all good.
Yep. That's it. All right. So here is, I'm going to throw this link up there. And the reason I'm throwing this one up is, well, number one, it's my game store. It's Discover Games. My buddy Alan's, the one I shop at, which is, 4.5 hours away from me. But the thing about getting it there is the boxed set that Demented Games originally put out has no models in it. It just has the tokens, the cards, and the rule book.
Oh, Gubbins box.
Basically. So that was really hard because I run Twisted at conventions. And it was really hard. Well, I say it was really hard to sell it, but I mean, I think Alan did like $1,000 in just Twisted stuff that weekend. But it was hard because since the box was closed, nobody could thumb through the rule book and kind of check it out. So we talked to Peter, and the way Alan is selling it is you can buy the rule book individually and you can buy the cards individually, so that you don't have to buy the other stuff that the tokens are just thin cardboard. So they're not the best tokens anyway. And you end up saving a little bit of money by just getting the cards and the rule book. So, and you can buy it that's the only place you can buy it that way is at Discover.
Okay.
And the Dickensians are the best faction. Just gonna let you know that right up front so that you're, I don't want you going into it with any kind of a misunderstanding. I want you to know which one's the best. I think Alder will probably disagree with me, but that's okay.
No, not at all.
Oh, all right. Excellent.
I love the Erkin. I love it.
Me too. I love them all day long. They're terrible, and that's why I love them.
Yep, but they're cool.
Yes, they are. So my buddy Raul and he was my main Twisted partner in crime. He's on, for you folks that are not prior military, he's on the boat. He's in the Navy, so he's on his boat tour. So he is gone. He's in Japan, and so we don't play anymore. But he and I, before he left, we made this other faction for a special story, and it's basically Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, and they're in direct conflict with Nancy because she's stealing the kids, and turning them into Irken. So she kind of has an alliance with Fagin, or he kind of has an alliance with Fagin, because Fagin's trying to save the kids from Nancy. So it's this really cool, convoluted story, and I have a whole bunch of miniatures for Peter and the Lost Boys. I'll post pictures later.
Is there a crocodile with a clock and a Captain Hook, the whole thing, or you didn't go
As
that
a
far?
matter of fact, there is a TikTok. I found it. It was for Dystopian Legions. Before it went defunct, you know, the original creators of Dystopian Wars, they had Dystopian Legions, which was their 28 millimeter war game.
Yeah, Spartan. Yeah.
Yep, and they had a clockwork crocodile, and so, you know, I'm me, so I had to have it because clockwork and twisted, and so I had to get it. So I have it.
Because reasons. You could just stop it because reasons. That's enough.
Reasons. Because reasons.
Yeah. That you won't understand because you don't have my twisted mind.
Exactly. But the models really are fantastic. The sculpts are amazing. Lux Thantor, and you being a sculptor, I imagine you probably know who he is, or do you?
Yep.
Okay, so he has done a lot of the sculpting for Twisted. He and Sebastian Archer, who's
Both of them are amazing.
yes, and they are the sculptors for like 99% of the models. So they're so filled with character. I absolutely adore the models. I have a kind of a litmus test when I look at models, whether or not what caliber I consider them. Mm-hmm. And the Drowned Earth and Twisted are like those are the ones that I think are the best. As far as a full game production, I know there's some stuff that Lux has out there that is just models he sculpted, and they're amazing too.
Yeah, before Twisted, I used to run a Blood Bowl tournament over here, and we actually got Sebastian sculpted 2 limited edition miniatures that we gave away at the tournament before he started Twisted.
I think I remember you
cool.
mentioning that.
Yeah. Very nice models.
Heck yeah. Do you have one?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes, we have.
Yes.
Of course.
So I'm interested, for those of you who are privy to the Twisted world, the latest model that has come out, the Human Torpedo, is a whole new faction, the Free Colonies.
Yep. Did you see that PDF that Peter linked to as well?
I got
you probably already had a copy of it.
Yeah, I got it about 3 days before that. My phone dinged, and he's 14 hours ahead of me. I don't even remember what time it was. I think I was in bed. He goes, "Hey, look at this." I said, "Oh, that's a cool model." And he goes, "And look at this too. I think you'll like it." And he sent me the Dropbox link for the PDF. I said, "What? That's awesome."
Yes.
So for those of you that didn't get a link to it, he included me in the game.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, they need to make you a character.
He included me in the game.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool, because we actually have one plan I had talked to Peter about, and this was all right before COVID hit. Alan and I had a plan we were going to go to Adepticon, and we were going to represent Twisted. So we were going to get booth space and get banners and a nice demo table and all that kind of stuff set up. But then, of course, COVID hit and everything went to pot. But that is still our plan, because realistically, that's really hard to get over here just to go to Adepticon, to come from Australia. So I am happy to champion the game. So that is maybe, I don't know, maybe next year's Adepticon. That would be fun. There's also here. What time is it? All right, it's 10:45. I'm gonna stay on, guys, because I am still painting, and you guys are all welcome to stay on. But I am gonna close out our live stream.
Oh, you just go up. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go up and close out the live stream. So I'm not gonna go through the whole spiel for everybody that is watching, but we are gonna shut down the live stream, and we appreciate you hanging out with us. We'll probably do this again over the holidays as everybody has a little bit more time to just hang out and chill and do a little painting. This has been fun. I appreciate everybody that is hanging out. Mike, you got to get some technology so you can join us next time. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute. I got to get in the right place. See, I wasn't ready. I messed myself up. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the invasion.